Hey guys, in this video I will give you complete tutorial of OPAL Google AI. Alright, so let's begin with the video. OPAL by Google AI is an experimental no-code platform developed by Google Labs that enables anyone to build and share powerful AI tools simply by describing what they want using natural language. Instead of writing code, you can connect prompts, AI models like Gemini, and various tools together to form a workflow. This makes the entire process extremely accessible, even for beginners who have no programming background. It is a highly effective solution for quickly building custom AI apps for different use cases. If you want to follow along, you can start by opening OPAL AI through the provided link in the description and begin setting everything up from scratch. Once you open the website at opal.google.com, you will arrive on the homepage. After going through the homepage, scroll back up to the top and locate the sign-in button on the top right corner. Click on it, and you will be prompted to select your Google account. Choose the account you want to use and proceed by clicking Continue. After completing this process, you will be redirected automatically to the main OPAL dashboard. Inside the dashboard, you will be asked to confirm your setup, and once that is done, your workspace will be fully ready to use. If you have previously created apps, they will appear under your Apps section. However, since this is your first time, that section will be empty. Instead, you will see a gallery filled with apps created by the OPAL team. These apps act as templates that you can explore to understand how workflows are built. Each template represents a functional AI app, and you can interact with them to learn how they work. If you find a template useful, you can click on the Remix option to use it as a starting point for your own project. When you open one of these apps, you will see its workflow displayed visually. This workflow consists of multiple nodes connected together, where each node represents a specific step in the process. By clicking on any node, you can inspect its details and understand what role it plays in the overall system. To begin creating your own app, go back to the main dashboard and click on the Create New option at the top. This will open a blank workspace where you can start building your application from scratch. At the top of the interface, you will see several options such as User Input, Generate, Output, and Add Assets. These options help define how your app will function. You can also switch between the app view and the editor view depending on whether you want to test your app or modify its workflow. On the right side of the screen, you will find panels like Preview, Console, Step Tracking, and Theme Customization. At the bottom, there is a prompt box where you describe what kind of app you want to create. This is the main input area where you communicate your idea to the system. For demonstration purposes, you can paste a pre-written prompt into the prompt box. For example, you might describe an app that takes a topic and generates a detailed, well-structured blog post along with a visually appealing banner image. Once you have entered your prompt, click on the Go button to start the process. If you prefer, you can also use the microphone icon to speak your idea instead of typing it. After submitting your request, the system will begin generating your app. This process may take a few moments, so it is important to be patient while the system completes the setup. Once the process is complete, your app will be created automatically. On the right side of the screen, you will see a preview of how your app works, while the main area will display the workflow consisting of multiple connected nodes. You can explore additional sections, such as the console, step tracking, and theme customization. In the theme section, you can design how your app looks by describing a style in the prompt box. You can also let the AI automatically generate a theme for you, randomize the design, or upload your own custom theme if needed. Looking closely at the workflow, the first node usually represents the input section where you provide the topic for your app. Each node in the workflow has a specific function, and clicking on any node will show its details on the right side of the screen. You can scroll through these details to understand how each step works. For example, the node responsible for generating blog content contains its own prompt and configuration. You can modify this prompt, or even select different AI models for that step from the available options. This gives you complete control over how each part of the workflow behaves. There is also an option that allows AI to suggest improvements to your prompts, making it easier to refine your app. Another node is responsible for generating the banner image for the blog post. Similar to other nodes, you can adjust the model used for this step as well. Then there is a node that combines everything and renders the final output, such as displaying the blog post in a web page format. You can rename any node to make it easier to understand its purpose. In the output node, instead of choosing a model, you select the format in which the final result will be displayed, such as a web page with an automatic layout. Next, move to the preview section where you can customize your app further. You can change the name of your app to anything you prefer and also add a description to explain what it does. Once everything is set, click on the Start button to test your app. You will then see an input box where you need to enter a topic. This topic will be used by the app to generate content. You can also use the plus button to upload files or the microphone icon to provide input through voice. For example, you might enter a topic asking whether the stock market is currently in a bubble, along with key indicators and trends affecting its valuation. After entering the topic, click on the Go button to start the workflow. As the workflow runs, you will see progress indicators showing how much of the process has been completed. Each step may have its own progress bar, and you can identify which node is currently active by observing the visual indicators. The workflow follows the sequence defined by the connections between nodes, and you can rearrange these connections if you want to change the order of operations. As each step is completed, the workflow moves forward until the entire process is finished. Once everything is complete, the final output will be displayed on the screen. You can scroll through the generated content and review it carefully. The results are usually well-structured, detailed, and professional in appearance. Since the content is generated using AI models in real time, it is often up-to-date and relevant. This makes the output reliable for various purposes such as content creation, research, and idea generation. If you want to share your app with others, you can click on the Share option at the top of the screen. From there, you can also manage sharing permissions to control who can access your app and what they can do with it. At the bottom of the screen, you will also find options to share or download the generated output, allowing you to use it wherever needed. When you return to the dashboard, you will see your newly created app listed at the top. You can also explore other apps created by the Opal team to get more ideas. For example, selecting a sample app like a video marketing tool will allow you to view its workflow and functionality. If it meets your requirements, you can use it directly or modify it by clicking on Remix. Starting the app will guide you through entering the required inputs, such as product details or target audience information. Each app is designed to request specific inputs depending on its purpose, making it easy to use. After entering all the required information, the workflow will process the inputs and generate results accordingly. However, it is important to keep in mind that Opal is still in an experimental phase, which means it may have some limitations. Features and performance may change over time, so it is always a good idea to stay updated with any new developments or restrictions while using the platform. Overall, this completes the full tutorial on using Google Opal AI to build, customize, and share your own AI-powered mini applications. And that brings us to the end of this walkthrough. And that's it. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Thanks.